Mr. Sexton, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. You're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 14th in Harris County, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle with dark tinted windows. The defendant was the driver of the vehicle. Officer immediately smelled a strong odor of marijuana coming from inside the vehicle. Defendant admitted to having 2 ounces of marijuana with him and told the officer that he had marijuana inside the backpack in the rear seat, which officer located and found a total of 2.6 ounces of marijuana.
So what was the reason for the stop?
Dark tinted windows.
How dark? And how do you know?
Right.
How do they measure it to see whether it's in compliance or not?
So
You're hunching.
I understand that. I'm double checking the DIMS, so I don't mislead the court. The traffic stop was for a violation of transportation code for dark tinted windows 4%. Upon making contact, the driver at that point is when he had a strong odor of marijuana.
How do they know 4%?
I believe that's the limit that they were trying to check on you. So
How?
right.
Right. No, I'm going to find no probable cause in your case. Be careful, man. All right? Really, please.
DWI, where I believe he blew a .087 and a .09. We did ask the prosecutors to evaluate that for extrapolation, and we're asking for them to consider dismissing. So the reason I put that out, Judge, is this had nothing to do with alcohol, nothing to do with any DWI kind of violation, but it's an independent kind of situation. So we just respectfully ask that the court treat it, independently for that.
He's picked up an assault and he's picked up a criminal mischief. It's a very violent case. When you first came in here, I told you that I was going to protect my community at all costs. As much as I love Carlos here, I don't give a rat's behind. I told you not to pick up any new cases. You picked up 2 violent cases. Guess what happens now, Mr. Mendez?
We do ask that he be given at least new bonds for the case.
Obviously, I'm going to,
Thank you.
but now, the next time, if you put your hands on anyone else, I'm going to go bananas on your bond. Do you understand me? And now you have 3 bonds. So if I have to revoke your bond, I will put many zeros by the end of it. Do you understand me, Mr. Mendez? You are not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons at all. You go near this person, try to have any contact with them, then I will deem you a public danger. Not only that, you will probably end up picking up a violation of a protective order, which is the capital murder of misdemeanors. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. And regarding his bond conditions, we have briefly be heard, Judge.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Mendez has worked for years in the industry as a butcher. He works for the Harris County Farms, and he's the actual butcher. So we just, respectfully ask that he be allowed to have, his knives and use it for work.
I need proof that he's actually employed as a butcher, but I don't want him, other than if this is the case, I need proof first. But outside of a work environment, no weapons whatsoever. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you're going. And before we do that, you must have proof that you're doing what you're doing, and only at the time that you're at work. And our bond conditions will reflect as such. You violate conditions again, you know what's going to happen. Do you understand me, sir? So I need the mower so I can put no contact. And then you are not to go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? And I'm going to test you like crazy now to make sure that you're not using alcohol or illegal drugs as well. Any more violations, that's it. Goes with you. But don't send them down because we need them to sign a ton of stuff. Okay,
Thank you for hearing this, Judge.
for sure. So on the DWI, I'm gonna set it at 5,001. I'll leave the other ones as is, and then we'll have him sign all the appropriate conditions here, and just let me know, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, the council's approaching on two different defendants. Do you want them both up here?
I have the flux capacitor in the waiting room. It's pretty cool. Come on, man.
I know that's.
Back to the future.
Back to the future.
I don't know what to tell you, but the flux capacitor is in the waiting room.
You know, they're gonna be over here at Tufts.
Okay.
Theater.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, are you ready, council? Come on.
Well, both of them, Judge, or just one?
Yeah, but
Okay, so top of four, Flores, come on up. And then top of 14, Ruiz, Serrano.
you know what? Are you flying solo today?
I am.
Do you know how to file a mower?
I, but I just get Logan to double check it.
So this one, if I like try to put in, it might be too messy. Is there a way that we can do a new one? Do you want to file it or how would you?
So state would have to file it because this one is the one.
Can
I
you
can
file?
teach it to Logan.
Huh?
I can have.
Can you have Logan on Mendez file a new mower, please? 90-day, make sure it's a 90-day,
Get the.
That's. They made it into a. Pretty well.
so yeah, there's a 90-day mode or 91-day mode, please. So who do you represent, council? Well, just the last name, please.
Solano and.
Okay.
Top of 4 and then 14.
Gonzalez.
And 14.
Flores Gonzalez.
So he only has one case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So gentlemen, both of you are charged with criminal cases. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Mr. Flores, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. It is elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. And Mr. Serrano, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
For Ms. Flores,
Okay,
on March 15th, around 12:15 in the morning, officer in Harris County on patrol observed a motor vehicle repeatedly failed to maintain a single lane with other motor vehicles present. Also observed it not use a turn signal or lane change. Officer conducted a traffic stop. The defendant, the driver, provided a Mexico ID card. Officer observed strong odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, glossy, bloodshot eyes, and was unable to maintain balance. Defendant admitted to consuming alcohol. SFSTs were performed. 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read and a breath sample was taken. Results 0.151, 0.150.
okay. Any prior DWIs?
No, Judge.
Okay. And with Mr. Serrano?
Mr. Serrano. On March 1st in Harris County, officer was dispatched to a crash. Defendant was transported by HFD for the injuries he sustained. The witness, a firefighter, stated that as they were extracting the defendant from the vehicle, officer observed the defendant to have an unsecured firearm in his right front pocket in plain view and not in a holster. The firearm was starting to fall out of the pocket when it was recovered. Defendant stated he found the firearm at his job site and decided to keep it.
Okay. This is out of the same ordeal or different?
Let me double check that just before you do.
Gentlemen, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Mr. Flores, you do not have a license. I don't care what you have to do. You are not allowed to drive. If I find that you do, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they may very well put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over and then you get shipped off to immigration. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And this is a promise you're going to sign with me today. This is an affidavit that you're not going to drive. I don't care that you need groceries. I don't care that you have to go to school. I don't care that a baby has to go to the hospital. If you do not have a license and insurance in your name, do not drive. Do you understand?
Tiene que hablar.
You are also, like I said, not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. This is not a revolving door. If you pick up a new case, you violate conditions, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do each of you understand? Mr. Serrano, with you, as I'm finding probable cause as well, I am ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. Because both of you have lawyers, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel, and they will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If they tell me they cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games and you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. For now, I will have you go to Victoria Center Reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, Mr. Flores, and after that, both of you are free to go. All right? Come sign this promise for us.
This says.
President Watson.
I'm on break.
Luis Serrano.
This one, all covered.
Hey, I have,
Yes, Judge, he has a memo on page 9. Memo, come on up. All right, no, sorry, go around. So we'll have supplementary box. Wait for the bond.
Mr. Bernardi, do you have a, Michael, do you have a, an arraignment?
I have a gentleman in the jury box for a BVR judge.
Thanks. Mr. Bernardi, do you have an arraignment?
I have someone in the jury box for a BVR judge.
Let me do this. I'm going to try to do the arraignments. If you chat me your cell phone, I'll reach out to you when we're done. That way you don't have to sit here and wait.
Will do, Judge.
Okay? All right. Good morning, Mr. Murphy. You ready?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Got
Murphy.
this, sir.
Sir, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year. As you can see, your lawyer is here with you, but he's on Zoom. Like I said, we're doing probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On March,
Gunner, we'll
I'm
waive
sorry?
probable cause. We waive probable cause. It's a minor
Okay.
accident in a parking lot. He's got a CHL. He's got no history. He works in the oil and gas industry and drives company vehicles, Your Honor.
Okay. No prior DWIs?
No.
All right. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand?
yes, Your Honor.
No alcohol means no alcohol from any source. I don't care where you're going. I don't care where the party is. I don't care who invites you. You have a lawyer because you have one. I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you, likewise, I will revoke your bond. Do not pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Victoria with your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, the council want the same felony court date 5/12?
Do you want the same date for the felony?
Please.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
we got you, man. We'll send them on the way.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much.
Have a good day, man.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Judge,
Mr. Aguilar, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay.
On March 13th at 11:30 at night, officers conducting surveillance in Harris County on a group of car owners known to conduct street takeovers observed a motor vehicle doing donuts in a pit at Sam's parking lot, nearly striking people spectating. A traffic stop was conducted on the vehicle. The driver, the defendant, advised that he was the driver and owner of the motor vehicle.
So they saw him doing the donuts.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Aguilar, I'm going to find that there's problems. Well, you said how close to spectators?
Said nearly striking people spectating.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to participate in these types of activities again. If I find that you do donuts, if I find that you drive recklessly, put other people in danger, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand me? Does he have a license to drive? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you don't have either, that is also a condition. If I find that you drive without either, likewise into jail you go.
It's eligible. Yes, sir.
All right. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Do not pick up any new cases. Do you understand? All right, come on.
all right, Judge, bottom of one, Alvelo, Resto. Come on up.
On this one, she was given magistrate conditions for an interlock device, but she, let me know that she is not over the vehicle.
Okay. Ma'am, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. It is elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On January 17th, around 12:30 in the morning, officer in Harris County observed a motor vehicle involved in a crash, collided with the back of a residence. The defendant, located near the crashed motor vehicle, stated that she was the driver. The defendant was transported to the hospital. Officers observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, watery, bloodshot eye, slurred speech, and swaying. A blood search warrant was executed and results were .153.
Any prior DWIs?
No, Judge.
She's on bond for 3 cases right now. Am I right?
You're the policy, I see, Judge. I don't see anything out of here.
According to the magistrate, she's on bond for 3 cases out of Fort Bend County, an assault, resisting arrest, and an interference with the 911 call from January of this year. Ma'am, or do you say she has a licensed driver now?
She does, Judge. It's eligible.
I am ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. You will also get a portable device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. Ma'am, I'm going to protect my community at all costs. You have 3 open cases in Fort Bend. If you so much as 1 iota out of line in this case, I'm going to revoke your bond, and I'm going to make it extremely high, deeming you a public danger. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance, and we need proof that you actually have insurance in your name. Otherwise, do not drive. You have the ability to hire a lawyer. How old are you, ma'am?
22.
How do you support yourself?
I just started working at 19.
Okay. Deputy Echigoin is going to give you an application. I need to know everything about you, all sources of income, how much money you have in the bank, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I don't know who you have in this life, man, but if I find that you're violating conditions, you pick up a new case and I make your bond $20,000 to $50,000. You don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money. You will be stuck like Chuck with me for a long time. This is not a revolving door. Do you understand? All right. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On March 13th, officers in Harris County dispatched to the Dillards in the Deerbrook Mall. Loss prevention officer on scene advised that the defendant walked in, concealed items, and walked out, passing off points of sale without paying. Total amount was $517.
From where?
Deerbrook Mall, Dillards.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now banning you from going to Deerbrook Mall and from going to the Dillards. You violate these conditions, you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes,
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? How do you support yourself?
my mother, father,
Why aren't you working?
well, I'm looking at,
So if the people of Harris County have to pay for a lawyer for you, you don't get to sit at home and play Xbox all day. You will be expected to work. And I'm going to bring you back and
my father, my.
stop. If you're applying for a court-appointed lawyer, that's fine, but we expect you to work. And I'm going to make that a condition and I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks. And I want to see what you have done to get a job.
Yes, sir.
If you have done nothing, it's not going to go well between us. I want to see 15 to 30 applications for jobs. Do you understand? And I want proof. No gospel, no spoken word. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay. Deputy Etchigon will give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. All right.
All right, Judge,
Mr. Fuentes, you're charged with assault of a family member and criminal mischief. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 13th, officer in Harris County was dispatched to burglary residence in progress call located in Harris County. Officer arrived to assist other officers in arresting the defendant who was resisting. While placing the defendant in the back of the patrol vehicle, the defendant was placing his right foot in the door jam. Sorry, Judge. While officer moving his right foot in the vehicle, the defendant took his left foot and kicked the officer twice. One of the kicks on the right cheekbone of her face, and officer felt pain. Complainant witness on scene stated that he was in a dating relationship with the defendant for 2 months. Complainant stated that the two started fighting. The complainant stated that the defendant started to choke him with both hands around his neck, squeezing down on his neck. The complainant stated he felt pain while being choked. The complainant was then able to get the defendant off of him, to which the defendant then left the location, but later returned, hopped the fence, and broke the side door of the residence, costing about $2,000 by kicking it and hitting it with his fist, and then walked around the back patio and broke a back window, costing about $900 with his fist. Then the defendant started beating on the rear patio door and gained entrance back into the residence and began fighting with the complainant, striking him using closed fists, kicking him, causing the complainant to feel pain.
Who is the complaining witness in relation?
From the DINs, Your Honor, it looks like there was a dating relationship.
Okay. Do we know if alcohol or anything
No.
else played a factor? What time of day or night was this?
Check, Judge.
Is it in the middle of
7 a.m. when officers arrived on scene. And as far as alcohol goes,
or dope? Any kind of allegation?
I'm sorry,
Or dope, anything?
not from the DINs, Your Honor, no.
Okay. Mr. Fuentes, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. You were ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. If you violate these conditions, I will revoke both of your bonds, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? I'm going to protect my community at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how old you are. You put your hands on anyone, I will put my hands all over your bonds and make them high. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your conditions. There's a protective order in this case and you need to get to know it. If you violate the protective order, they will file a violation of a protective order against you. That is one of the worst misdemeanor cases that you can pick up. Do you understand? You violate conditions on one of those, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, zero bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No contact, no weapons, and no going back to where the complaining witness lives or works, please. Good morning, Mr. Gray. Sir, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 14th in Harris County, officer observed a vehicle make an improper westbound turn from a northbound only lane. Traffic stop was conducted on the vehicle. The defendant was the driver of the vehicle. Officer observed an odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle. Defendant had 10 misdemeanor warrants and probable cause search conducted due to the odor of marijuana, located 0.23 ounces of marijuana in the center console and a baby bottle containing traces of green liquid substance.
Did they test that? Do we know what it is, the other substance?
The substance, not
Yeah.
yet, Your Honor, we don't know.
Okay, does Mr. Gray have a driver's license?
He is not eligible.
Mr. Gray, you are not allowed to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. If you want to drive, you have to do it legally. Go get a license, get insurance. But you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every time you drive, I can slap you with 180 days in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand? I don't care that you have to go to the hospital. I don't care that you need groceries. I don't care that a kid has to go to school. If you want to drive, you must do it legally. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking to split the atom. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and then we'll get you out of here. The only condition that you have with us is do not drive. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Sir, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated and unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 15th in Harris County, officer checked by on a traffic hazard regarding a person asleep behind the wheel on Richmond Avenue. Officer observed the defendant to be the only occupant and driver of the vehicle. Officer observed the defendant to have red bloodshot eyes, and upon detaining the defendant, officer observed odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the surrounding person. In the passenger seat of the vehicle was an unholstered firearm. The defendant admitted to drinking 4 shots of tequila. SFSDs were conducted. 6 out of 6 HGN, 0 out of 8 walk and turn, and 0 out of 8 one-leg stand. GIC was red. Defendant provided a breath sample. The result were 0.145 and 0.137.
Any prior DWIs?
No prior DWIs, Judge.
Licensed?
I'm running it now. It's eligible.
Got it. All right. So, Mr. Griffin, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, and that includes marijuana, I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? While this case is open, you're not to be in possession of any weapons, and you're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and liability insurance. You must maintain insurance as well. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Right.
Come on.
All right, Judge, top of 8, Henry, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Henry. Sir, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Sorry, that's slow.
Sure.
On March 13th, officer in Harris County observed a motor vehicle with only one license plate was returned as expired. A traffic stop was conducted on the vehicle. The defendant, the driver, had a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. A probable cause search found 3 baggies of marijuana in the trunk.
How old are you, Mr. Henry? Let's do this. I'm not going to find probable cause yet. Can you appoint him a lawyer?
Yes.
And then we'll go there. Just take a seat between the jury box for now. Will you? Mr. Mixon, you're charged with driving while your license is invalid or suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On November 2nd, 2025, in Harris County at 7200 block of Colon Boulevard, at 5:40 in the evening, officers observed a motor vehicle with no front license plate, no side mirrors, and an expired registration. Officers conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle. The defendant, the driver, stated he did not have a Texas driver's license, but being suspended and is currently on bond for another case. Defendant was identified by his identification card. Officers ran the NCIC, TCIC, and found a suspended Texas driver license, which returned as not eligible. And defendant also advised he had no financial responsibility, and he knew his license was suspended.
Okay. Mr. Mixon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You are not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit today promising you're not going to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. There's no justification you could give for driving. If you do, there's going to be some serious jail time. No driving means no driving. I don't care if Jesus needs a ride to church. You drive HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand?
Yes, Sean.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and then we're going to get you out of here. When you come back, please have a lawyer. Come on. Good morning, Ms. Perkins. Ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine due to the amount. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
On March 15th in Harris County, officers responded to a call for service in regards to a burglary. The call slip stated that the complaining witness was calling police because her sister, the defendant, sent her videos of the defendant breaking the complainant's property and sent threatening messages to her. Complaining witness stated the defendant does not live at the location. Inside complainant's room, officers observed it to be ransacked and property scattered throughout the room. A TV was laying in the center of the room with a cracked screen. Complainant stated was from the defendant throwing on the ground. On top of the complainant's property was a large garbage bag with its contents scattered on top of the complainant's property that left a foul smell inside the room as well. Complainant showed officers a video of the defendant recording herself as she grabbed the complainant's laptop, ripped it apart, the screen from the laptop. She showed officers another picture sent by the defendant where she had thrown the complainant's PS4 out in the parking lot, leaving it in several pieces. Cost of the TV was $300, the laptop $350, and the PS4 $400. Defendant admitted to damaging the complainant's property and ransacking the room.
She's on bond for an aggravated assault. Tell me that's the same complaining witness.
It is not, Judge.
Ms. Perkins, I want you to understand something, that I'm going to protect my community at all costs. I'm now going to put a GPS monitor on your ankles so we know where you are at all times. If you go within 500 feet of where this person lives or works, I will revoke your bond. And I'm going to put many zeros by the end of it. Do you understand me? You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And you will be tested like crazy to make sure that you're not using. So Veronica, 500 feet from where the complaining witness lives, works, not to go within. No weapons. No contact. No alcohol, no drugs. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am? How do you support yourself? How old are you? So you're not working?
No.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
Yeah, after that,
Why?
because it was a good one.
It's now time for you to get a job. J-O-B. That is the word of the month, and you will be expected to work. When people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive. You have a prior aggravated assault from a year ago. You're now on bond for an aggravated assault, and now you've picked up a new case. No more. You will be back here in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If nothing has happened, it's not going to go well between us. Do you understand? Good morning, Mr. Vargas. Sir, you're charged with unlawful command of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 12th in Harris County, officers observed defendant make a makeshift motorcycle, observed the defendant on a makeshift motorcycle with no license plate and attempted a traffic stop. The defendant then began evading for about 6 miles, 6.5 miles, running red lights and driving on the wrong side of the road into oncoming traffic until
On a freaking motorcycle? Someone's got a freaking death wish, man.
the defendant was eventually detained and a firearm was located in the defendant's waistband.
Does Mr. Vargas have a license to drive?
The license is eligible, Judge.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case, Mr. Vargas. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand me? Cars going the other way. You are like a tomato. If a car hits you and you're on a motorcycle going the other way on the street, you're going to get freaking flattened, man. Do you understand? Right. Come on. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? We will give you time. I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center Reset, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Come on. Mr. Is it Wilkenberg? Sir, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you.
On March 13th in Harris County, officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for expired registration. The driver was identified as defendant. Officer ran the defendant's driver's license and it showed status as not eligible, expired of 2025. Defendant also stated he did not have financial responsibility.
What was the reason for the stop again?
Expired registration.
Got it. Okay. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond. You were ordered not to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. There's nothing that you can justify getting into a car and driving. If you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You will be signing a promise with me. This is an affidavit that you're going to swear to me that you're not going to drive. If you do, things are going to go sideways so fast. I cannot explain it to you. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, and I'll happily take this thing off. But if you do, I'm going to go bananas on your bond. Do you understand?
Understood, Judge.
Okay. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you just come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and then we'll get you out of here. When you come back, please have a lawyer.
Your Honor.
Mr. Watson, you now stand charged with possession of marijuana. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 14th in Harris County, officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle with a broken tail light and a license plate that came back to another vehicle when ran. The defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Officer could smell strong, distinct odor of marijuana. The defendant said there was marijuana in the vehicle in his backpack. Probable cause search was conducted and officers located two clear glass jars of marijuana in the backpack on the passenger seat that weighed a total of 1.909 ounces.
Okay. And you said there was the odor of marijuana in the car, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Watson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You have now picked up a third case. I'm now going to revoke your bond and you will go into custody. I'm not going to give you any more PR bonds, and I'm now going to set each of your bonds at 10,002. So we'll take you in, and now I'm going to set your other case for trial. It's just way too much drama for me, man. I can't do this anymore. So your theft case, we're gonna do something now. So it goes with you. Goes with you. I'm not gonna negotiate with you now. Go. She'll come back, she'll talk with you.
I think that's it, Judge.
So refresh my memory, Michael. Is Mr. Riley here the one with the twin that's currently in custody now?
I
Do you have-
don't know if his brother's in custody, Judge.
Is it? Remember the other one? No, I must be thinking of someone else. Okay, so I see that you were a couple minutes late. Just please be mindful. I don't want to have to put you in jail. How many people have we put in jail today because of different bond violations? A lot, right? Just please comply, all right? I don't want to have to put you in, but if it continues to happen, we're going to have issues, all right? Please, don't say anything. Just talk to your lawyer. I'm asking you again, nicely now, please don't violate again, all right? Okay. I'm just going to
Thank
give you
you,
an
Your
offer reset, Michael. How old is this case? It's 100 days. Do you have an offer on this case?
We did,
I think, yes.
Is something that you're happy with or you're not happy with?
I'll discuss with my client, Judge, but I think we'll be reaching a resolution by the next date.
Okay. What did you offer? Just
our division chief offered a 1-year deferred.
got it. Okay. So let me have you go sign a reset and we'll get you out of here. All right.
All right, Judge House, April 21st through the 23rd.
21st through the 23rd. 22nd.
Okay.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a great Friday.
Judge, are we amending any conditions today?
No, just continue supervision. I have a question about it. So,
Let me grab my laptop.
yeah. It looks like someone found no PC on it. So initially someone found PC and then later on someone found no PC. On Garcia,
There's two, Judge. Can you give me the costs?
so it's a DWI,
Okay, got it.
not the one with the lawyer, the other one. It's the new case, newer. So he's on bond. He picks up a UUMV. It looks like it was dismissed yesterday because someone found no PC, but it looks like initially PC was found and then it was not found.
I do see.
Is it later on? Is it the same day? I don't have any information. So I don't know. All I know is that.
The UV.
Judge, you're talking about Garcia, right?
Yeah.
Juan,
Mhm.
I don't see a no PC for one. You're saying that there was no.
It's been dismissed.
The-
On what, the felony? Is it-
Uh-huh.
Oh, the one that-
No, the felony.
Oh,
Yeah, right. I'm in action.
I think,
Well, no, I gotta wait. Come on. Are you leaving?
no. Well, I don't know.
Your pleas are filed.
It's saying yes.
Let's go so you can just be done here. You want to do it so we can just go?
We have a Spanish interpreter working.
Oh.
I signed it.
crap.
I haven't even
You wanna
requested it.
get, yeah, they're right in the room. We'll bring them out, we'll get you out so you don't have to come back. It's no PC, I'm just gonna continue supervision,
No, that's
just THA, because he's not gonna qualify, so.
Can you write it up, please? Sure. I'm gonna have two.
Okay, let's do it. We'll get you out of here now so you don't have to come back. Mr. Garcia, come up. Take care. How many people have you seen me put in jail today because they continue to pick up cases or violate conditions? Right? Don't pick up any new cases. If you don't have a license and you don't have insurance, do not drive. If I find that you're using alcohol or any illegal drugs, likewise, it's not going to go well for you. You will not be warned again. Do you understand? All right, come on, we'll get you out of here. You ready on his plea? Interpreter is here. You don't qualify. You're gonna. Peer pressure. Come on, get him, get him. The Wawa needs his papa.
More than you can imagine.
Roger, you got something else? Just give me a last name of your guy.
MOBLEY.
Jail or bond?
Either jail, as well, Judge, I just got appointed at him as well.
Got it.
MAJ.
This was the one that was arrested because he was in possession of marijuana in another town.
He does have court for that on Monday, Your Honor, so I'm approaching on a bond reduction.
How is he doing otherwise? She needs to sign conditions before she leaves.
Responding inconsistent, he's had a history of failure to report in November and in February. He's tested positive for marijuana 3 times, with the last positive being December 3rd. They offered him bus passes and virtual visits to address his behavior, but he was failing to report. He finally reported on February 26th and he was arrested on.
Yeah, I don't think it's, Roger, I don't think it's probably working out, you know? So,
I reported him chain of $5,000 bond, just.
oh, no, I'm not, but I'm not gonna keep him on.
I know.
Like, he's just not, so I would say we just be done with it now, once and for all. So that he could just go and deal with Montgomery County.
Okay, all right.
Just give him. Go ahead. No, take your time. It's okay. No.
Thank you.
That was up to that one gentleman.
Mr. Williams, yeah.
Did we get everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That way we can do the treatment through the,
Yeah.
Assuming you get that.
Here, it's already been about.
Oh, okay, great.
I
Wonderful.
told him to go talk to the DA's office.
Wonderful. On Mobley, page 28, how much credit did we do?
Yes.
Do you mind bringing Mr. Mobley out, please? And then, I don't know, do you want to bring Abels too or no?
Yeah, I mean.
They'll come, okay, yeah, that was. Hey, Mr. Pond, I'm gonna talk to him, Roger. Hey, Jay Pond,
Hey, I have Terry London Terry in custody, and felony pending. The felony is out of the same transaction as on the payment. Can you please set the felony?
I don't see,
Terry Judge is on.
oh, your last name is that?
Yes, Judge. 31.
No. I mean, I guess,
It's the same transaction. I wouldn't do it.
I guess.
And ultimately,
I mean, if you need to.
okay, thank you. Okay. What's the date of the felony?
Are they heading anywhere? Are they heading anywhere upstairs?
Yeah. He's gonna negotiate. Yes, they offered him what, minimum? 6 months,
They've got 3 different offers in there.
20 years. 20 years state jail. He can't even do that.
I'm sure it's supposed to be 20-year TDC.
There's
No.
20-year TDC.
But there is a 20-year state jail.
There is.
Okay, well, that's probably 20 months. Why would
My
they?
point is, they don't even know what's going on, so they're probably gonna sell it short by the
There's
next
12
month.
as well.
And what?
12.
Oh, 12-year.
There's no.
Is he charged with innovating or is he charged with a state jail felony offense? Anyways,
No,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They don't know what's going on, so they're
So,
gonna.
there's a mistake, something lost in translation. So anyways, okay,
Thank you.
have fun.
April 26th.
How's jail?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Actions, Mr. Mobley, speak louder than words. You are on deferred for an extremely serious case that's called a burglary case. And the problem is that you've now picked up a new case in another county and you don't care about this probation at all. The problem is that you're young, and what you fail to understand, Mr. Mobley, is that when you end up with a burglary conviction on your record, damn near no one is going to hire you because no one hires burglars. It's hard enough to live in a society as a young black man anyways, and now you're going to continue to pick up cases and convictions and burglaries, and when does it stop? Is it with a prison sentence? You say no, but your actions tell me something completely different. So here's what we're going to do. I don't want to stick him with the burglary conviction, but I don't know how we go from here, Roger. And I'm not at the point where I'm just going to do what I can to just let him out, because I know you get out. You're going to do whatever the hell you want to do. You don't care about the probation. You don't care about the laws. Mr. Mobley's going to do what Mr. Mobley wants to do. You don't care about anything else. And I'm not down with that. But at the same time, I'm not down with just sticking you with yet another conviction, because so let's do this. Let's do a TRAS to see how we go forward, because I just don't know.
The earliest in custody one is probably Tuesday. Okay.
Because she just wanted me to be aware that he is in the process of trying to change his life around, and one of the things like he's gonna enroll in the Navy. So I told him we'll work on that in the near future, but yeah, sure.
You're trying to change your life. That's so sweet. How many times have you told me that, Mr. Mobley? I found Jesus. I didn't know he was lost. No. These are things that you think about when you're in the real world, when you have everything at your disposal. Now, when you're in lockup, you tend to find what you need to find.
I was going to the,
Shh, I don't,
It's okay. That's fine.
Mr. Mobley, actions speak louder than words. Our people at the probation office were bending over backwards to help you, giving you bus passes, letting you virtually show up. You didn't even have to freaking go to the probation office. All you had to do was get on your damn phone to show up. And you can't even do that. And now you want me to thoughts and prayers. We will be doing, excuse me, a TRAS to see how we go forward, because I don't know what's going on in your life. So I need you to talk to our clinicians to figure out how we go forward. But you've played me once. I'm not going to do this again. So we will have to find out how we go forward. The soonest we can have it done is Tuesday. We'll bring you back probably a couple days after that, and we will figure out where we're going to go. But this system will not fail you, and I will not allow you to graduate into felony court. So I'm going to do everything in my power to put a stop to it now. And if that means holding you tight here for quite a while, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I want you, when you're in there, talk to the old timers and see what prison, see what jail's really like. Living in a 6x9 box where you get out one just to take a dump and a shower. That's not a life to live. Yet you're running there. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Please. Hi, Marie. Yes, give me 1 second. Okay, you ready?
On case from Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garcia is present, Judge. You sent him to go get tested. It's not actually not fully confirmed. I mean, he did come up positive, but they don't know if it's the lower level or the same level as.
Come up, Mr. Garcia. It's
The
supposed,
lab work is not.
So, he's still coming up as a positive with THC, but I was letting you know that we don't know his level of THC.
I don't care. It's supposed to be no level. You have been on bond for 7 months and you're not supposed to use at all. And I've told you this multiple times. You will now go to jail. I have confirmed and I have tested you multiple times. I have told you before, do not use. There are consequences to action. Everyone tells me they didn't use. Goes with you.
I have not used it anymore.
I wanted to inform you, I received an offer. Yeah, it's my client, Joseph said, it's an 18-month.
18 month probation.
With all the regular standard conditions,
Yes, sir.
and he accepted that, Judge.
What is, let me see, is it a first or a second?
It is a first.
Can you do a,
Yes, yes.
right, I want to see if it's true first. My only issue is how is he going to be able to make a probation when he can't even stay on bond, right? Would it be more sensible to do something else, you
I
know?
think he did get his attention. I think he did.
I did not get his attention. I don't believe it. He's still testing positive, you know? I mean, what I'm saying is a time served versus the probation because it's the same practical difference. The only difference is a license suspension, but I would do the minimum, which is 90 days. But he's not at risk of going into jail versus a probation. If if it continues, then he's going to end up in jail with, you know, a longer sentence.
I will talk to
I don't
him
know.
today
It's just
about
you
it.
guys, I mean, are you okay?
With the high to the low judge, that's why we had probation in there.
Look, you do what you feel is right. I don't want to influence you in any way, but I want him to know that we're in business. I'm okay with it, but I don't want to just continue to, you know, how's jail?
¿Cómo está la cárcel?
No, I'm
Oh.
more so talking to him.
Oh,
No, no,
I'm sorry, Judge, I thought you were talking
it's
about-
okay. Over and over and over. And it appears that you have gotten the attention of a lot of other people who are not happy with you either. Do you catch my drift? You now are pleading guilty to another theft. What happens on the next one? You need to know what happens on the next one. It's a felony offense, and you are looking at years instead of days. You don't come to us anymore. From now on, you have now, and you will be graduating to felony court. And it doesn't matter how minute you may think it is, but you've got a lot of eyes on you at this time. You understand, Mr. Chavez? And if you don't believe me, just ask your lawyer. Mr. Lopez and Mr. Chavez, both of you are charged with criminal offenses. Both of you have worked out agreements to plead guilty to these offenses. These offenses will go on your record and they will be there for the rest of your life. Mr. Lopez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You are facing up to 6 months in jail also. Both of you are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept these agreements, you can never change this or undo this. They go on your record, they're there forever. Do you understand?
Yes.
The agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail with credit for the 6 days that you've done. Mr. Lopez, you need to understand that by this charge going on your record, anytime you pick up another one, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
What did I just say?
¿Qué es lo que yo le acabo de decir a usted? Repita lo que el juez dijo.
Que voy a tener 30 días de cárcel cada vez que pase.
Mínimo.
Mínimo.
Every- That's it. I want you to understand what is happening today, and there are no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. If you drink, don't get into a car.
Que no vuelva a pasar.
Que no se monta un vehículo, no aplica.
How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to this agreement. I am going to suspend your license or ability to drive for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir. And Mr. Chavez, you're charged with a theft case. The offer is 30 days in jail, credit for the 6 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty and I'm going to send it to you to this agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and it's.
And CC on. Okay. Hey, ciao, ciao.
Yes. Ciao, ciao.
What's up?
So, hey.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Let's today at one.
Do you want to go through the list? Come on, bring it.
Top of three, Cordova.
At 2501. And then 5,000, so 5,001 on the bottom of 3.
So just got the nomination. A women's and women.
Hey, April, for Cruz, the one that went in, what day do you want them on?
You tell me. I don't.
Uh,
I'm here
Monday,
every
Monday the 30th,
I'm live streaming.
April the
You
1st.
want?
I'm live streaming.
Monday
Okay, just so you know. Okay,
Say hi.
okay. You're doing all right? Great to see you. It's been a while. Are you still doing work with us or no?
I did the first term, so I was on the 11th floor the first term. I'm not doing this term.
Mm.
And then the rest of the years. So it's kind of front loaded and.
Yeah, I know. I get it
How
now.
it goes.
Yeah, it's a lot because you get appointed to a lot, you know?
Well, yeah, because being bilingual, you get 3, 4, 5 cases a day.
It's good. Good work.
But still, still cases.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no complaints. It's Friday.
It is trying.
Yeah, and look, we're close, you know? We try to keep it like lows on Fridays. What's that?
I'm 50.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nice. You look good for 51.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I try.
it's not hey, dude, it's not easy when you start getting old, man.
She said 51.
Hey, how are you? Who's next? Who's next?
What did you do with top of today?
They're calling to see if they can do an alternate offer. Sean's looking into it.
Still working on it.
Yeah, we're still kind of in a holding pattern.
All right, good. Bottom of 8 has a felony open warrant is set for the minutes today.
5,001.
He did call and say she was gonna go to felony court to see what they'll do. Okay.
We don't know that she went to felony court.
5,001.
Yeah,
All right, Judge, bottom of 11, Miller. The for maintenance.
2501.
And that's it. We do have the two in the lot, the Daniel. He was in the civil. I don't know, if the civil courthouse.
Okay.
So he's away. Yeah.
Okay. Are you waiting on someone? Okay.
It's been a minute.
We're waiting for a lawyer to show up. Sean,
Yes, Judge.
yay or nay
On which point?
on
Garcia?
Maria's due?
I've not gotten the word back, so.
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
stay probation office.
Yeah, of course.
The odd number is 252
252.
9252. He's completed all of his conditions of probation besides his court costs. He was recently diagnosed with neuropathy. and he hasn't been able to work as much. He's paid $3,486. With his last payment being $688 3 days ago. But he still owes $930. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm guessing he's now gotten the message, you know? I mean, if he hasn't, then he's